How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling amazing today.
That's good. Good to hear. What's your name?
My name is Demond Hicks.
Cool. What is it that you do, Demond?
So I'm a young entrepreneur, author, and philosopher. Wrote a book. I have a show which is called The Put On. I'm featured on it. I have a podcast which is called Over the Top Podcast. And yeah.
I see you getting to it. So what inspired you?
What inspired me was really seeing my mother at a young age. I don't know if y'all know, but a lot of black women used to sell Avon back in the day. So my mother used to sell Avon. So that was the first thing that inspired me. And then she had this bookcase. This what really started my journey on entrepreneurship. And I remember stealing one book from her. And I think it was by Napoleon Hill, Think You Grow Rich. So y'all got to go check that out. I don't really think it's a good book like that no more. But when I first started, I was like, this book is fire. But yeah, so Napoleon Hill was the first book. That's what inspired me. Just to think differently, move differently, understanding that like, okay, if I want better, I got to do better and change my habits. They say, what's Einstein said that if you do the same thing over and over and expecting different results, you're a fool. Something like that. Y'all go look up the quote. But yeah, that's what inspired me. And what inspired me to write my book real fast is that I had a friend that asked me how I change my habits, how do I move how I move now. So I was just like, all right, this is how I elevate. Environment, positive thinking, and intentional actions. That's what's in my book called Keys to Elevate. What inspired me for the podcast was I talk a lot, as you can see. And so, yeah, what inspired me for the put on was just I seen that, a lot of us can't go to a table. So I was like, well, I go to their table, let's create one. So I decided to create one to give other people opportunities to come on and promote their business. So me being featured on my own stuff, this is dope.
Well, I know that you have a lot of advice to give people. So what advice would you give someone trying to do the same as you?
Okay. Y'all ever heard of the quote by Nike, just do it? Really think about that. A lot of people, the advice I would give is really just go out there and try whatever it is that you want to do. A lot of people be scared and afraid. We all scared and we all afraid. Every time I post something, I'll be nervous. I get butterflies. But it costs to be the boss. That's one thing I really learned. It really costs to be the boss. And when you're trying to be great, you got to sacrifice a lot of things. Sacrifice your time, invest in your time into learning. That would be my advice. Just, go out there and do it. Literally do it. Write it down. My favorite thing is writing it down because once you write it down, you're being intentional and you know exactly what it is what you want. That's why I tell people to write it down. It sounds cliche, but after you write it down, then the next step is to take action. Literally, I be talking to people sometimes and I say, "What is it that you want to do?" They say, "I want to do this or that," and I say, "All right, start that Monday." Well, started Monday. So my advice is to go out there and just do it. Don't worry about if it's perfect or not. Go look at Amazon. When they first started, look at their sign. It was terrible. It was trash. But look where they at today. So that would be my advice.
Okay, well, speaking of just do it, what's next for you?
Woo! Hey, somebody asked me that, and I think what's next for me is whatever God has for me. That's what I can say. Like how I've been moving, what I've been doing. A lot of people been trying to figure out how. Real talk, like it ain't a game. I'm dead serious. So what's next for me? Well, matter of fact, I'll say this. In January, I'm having a hiatus. If that's how I say it. Is that how you said it?
Yes.
Hiatus, yeah. And so I'll be gone from social media, but still working for the Put On Over the Top podcast. But I'll be gone from social media other than promoting what I need to promote for my business. And I want to travel. I think the first thing I do want to do is I want to go to New York in January. And that'll be my first goal starting off the year. Yeah.
Okay, you'll love New York.
Yeah,
Somebody you would give a shout out to for helping you with where you're at today, who would it be?
A lot of people been on here and they ain't said this. Guy, stop playing with me. Nah, but yeah, Guy, be a person I shout out. My mother. A lot of people don't do this, but my children's mother, she done gave me a lot of game and knowledge and kept me up when I was talking to her about quitting all the time. Shout out to all the people that. I want to shout out my bro, Jamal. He a hardworking man. He got his own board game. He helped me get to where I'm at today as well, from telling me to get out my comfort zone and, start. He introduced me to a lot of people within the city. He had me go to my first event. which led me to meet other people, which led me to meet them other people, which led me to be comfortable to go to other events. So shout out to him for sure. And yeah.
It's definitely good to have those people to lean on, and also
Absolutely.
just, putting you on to getting you further on. So if you could put somebody on, who would it be? Shout out somebody you know with a business or a brand.
Hey, listen. Shout out Misha. She behind the camera, but shout out to her.
Hey.
She really. I've been trying to collaborate with a lot of people, and she was the first person that I truly collaborated with, and I feel like we just taking it to just the next level, and a lot of things she's been helping me with and really enhancing my things, and I've been trying to give value to her. Hopefully I have been. Shout out to her. That's who I will put on. She a hard-working woman.
I appreciate that. So now it's your time to talk your shit. Put yourself on, promote everything that you do.
All right, so listen, y'all. I'm going to be coming with a little seminar thing. It's going to be called Defeating Procrastination. I want all y'all to come and support. Me and Misha, we about to throw something amazing within the city. We're putting it together, so be on the lookout for that. What I want y'all to do is go get my book. A lot of people underestimate how much information and knowledge is in my book called Keys to Elevate. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it in the link in my bio. It's 3 chapters. Environment, positive thinking, and intentional action. It'll change your life. So if you ever wonder, how is he doing this? How is he doing that? He over here, he doing that. Has his mindset like that? He's on go. In the book, it tells you all that. So if you ever wondered, go check that out. And so just support everything I got going on. The Put On _ on Instagram, Over the Top podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. And just stay tuned in, stay tapped in, stay supporting me. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me on.